There's a river that seeps through our soul, where dreams turn to clouds, and the ocean steadies the flow. Feel release in the mountain peaks, where the earth speaks in tones. Day fades to dusk, yet the stars ignite, guiding us on our way home. In the valley of hope, there's a river that seeps through our soul, where dreams turn to clouds, and the ocean steadies the flow. Feel release in the mountain peaks, where the earth speaks in tones. Day fades to dusk, yet the stars ignite,
Yo guys, what's up? Welcome along to another live stream here on the Chill Out Flight channel. And finally we get a Wednesday day streaming. It's been a bit of a long time since we've had a day stream, and yeah, work's quiet today, so I thought, well, what better than to hop into the sim, and we'll have a nice little trip down to Jersey in the Channel Islands, up here in Newcastle. So we've got our EasyJet on the ground there in this nice retro old style EasyJet livery. And you can see the jet bridge connected there, and we've got a bit of catering going on, and the baggage is being loaded as we speak. But yes, that's looking out the window. It's a lovely day up here in Newcastle. Not sure where this mist is coming from, because looking out of my window, it's beautifully sunny and blue skies. No mist kicking around either, and I'm about, what, 6 miles from the airport anyway, so where I live, and I don't think this mist isn't here anyway, so clearly the sim thinks there's a bit of a mist going on, but there's not. But anyway, the plane's completely cold and dark, and we need to go and get it set up. We'll get some passengers. We've got a flight time of, we'll grab this flight plan in a second. Flight time of 1 hour and 3 minutes, and yeah, not too bad. Our alternate's going to be Paris Charles de Gaulle, and if there's time, I need to go out at 2:30, so hopefully we've got about 3 hours. We should be able to do this and get the return flight in as well, which will be quite good. So we'll hop on down into the flight deck. We'll get ourselves all nicely set up, and we'll get cracking. There we are. Like I said, in the flight deck, everything's completely cold and dark. Turn on a few bits and bobs. The fly pad. This is the latest experimental version of the fly-by-wire. So we'll see how that goes on today. We'll get the batteries 1 and 2, external power on. Excuse me. We'll start the APU. We'll give that a couple of seconds to boot up. There we go. We'll arm the emergency lights. We'll get the nav logo light on. Crew supply. And ground control should be on. And we'll align the IRSs as well. While we're up here, we'll do the APU fire test. If we can get that to hover over the right bit, we don't want to open it up. Clearly it's not being happy. Let's try the fire test instead. On engine 2. Engine 1, there's the squibs. And hopefully if we can get, there we go, APU fire test as well. Good stuff. So let's nip on down. We'll get the no smoke sign on. We'll also go on loading our flight plan in the fly pad, which it should hopefully any second now would be nice. There it is. Newcastle down to Jersey, which reckons we got visibility of 4,500 meters or 4.5 kilometers. Haze, I don't think it's not. Well, then again, that's what the sim is showing, but it's not like that out the window. So down in Jersey, we've got Cavalcade 11 degrees, 1028, nice high pressure down there, and 1031 up here in Newcastle. Winds are light, 130 at 3 knots, and again down in Jersey, 130 at 14. So that shouldn't be too much of an issue. We'll go and grab the flight plan and have a look what we're going to do. Like I said, flight time 1 hour 3 minutes, and alternate, like I said, Paris Charles de Gaulle. We need 1.6 tons for that, and a minimum fuel, we need block fuel, it's going to be 6.1 tons. So we'll go and grab, let's take 7 tons, should do the job. We'll load that in, and we'll go and brighten up 1 or 2 of these screens. I'm hoping from the weekend when we streamed, where we had the stutters, that the latest update of the fly-by-wire has got rid of those stutters now, because they were rather painful. But apparently it was an issue, and I had a quick look on some of the forums. That is an issue that they were aware of. So hopefully the sim stutters should have gone, and we'll quickly set the QNH. And I do know the stop altitude is 8,000 feet, so pop that in as well. I have today, should be a new AIRAC day, so we should have a valid AIRAC now through till, yeah, 23rd of March. Actually, today is the last day of that, isn't it? Yes. So we will have the a new AIRAC from tomorrow. Let's go to the McDo Atsu AOC, and we'll do the init press, and we'll grab that. There we're Easy 9 Alpha Mike from Newcastle down to Jersey. Estimate time on route 1 hour 3 minutes. And let's go and grab some payload as well. How many passengers are making the trip down? according to that, none. There we go, 154. So we'll load those up. And we will go grab the init request. Lovely 14 degrees up here at the minute. So we've taken 7 tons of fuel, so we'll go and pop that in. We can grab the zero fuel weight. And as we said, we needed 1.6 tons we said for the alternate down to Paris Charles de Gaulle.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, on behalf of myself, your captain,
1.6 can go in.
cabin crew, I'd like to take this time to welcome you aboard our flight.
There we go. And we'll grab the wind.
Up front here, waiting to see final numbers from the ground crew. Then we'll be
Average wind is minus
to
10.
the cabin shortly with a very important safety briefing. We do ask that you give them your full, undivided attention as they review the safety operations of this airplane.
Slight headwind. It's not going to make much difference to what we're doing. We've still got 2 tons extra fuel, gives us an extra hour 11 minutes
Welcome aboard.
flying time as well, which is good. So let's go and have a look at the flight plan. So Newcastle, favourite runway, it's going to be runway 25, I'm assuming. Let's just go and grab on this screen. Let's have a look. This is where I'm proved wrong. There it is. So from Newcastle, we're going to go out at runway 07 for a change. And it's going to be the Gurley 1 Tango departure. We'll insert that. Into Jersey at the moment, it is runway 08. And it's going to be the Big No 1 Kilo arrival. We'll put no vias in, we'll vector ourselves in. We don't want to go via the Jersey VOR. It'll be a bit of a pain. And this update, so we've got speed limits also on there as well. It's quite good. So VNAV may work. It may not. No discontinuities in there. Shark, Jersey, centre fix, there's the FAF, and then we into ILS 08. So mileage wise, 389, we got 402, which is fine. And last bit to do is to grab the performance as well. Let's just start up the performance calculator. And we'll get that going. So we are Echo Golf November Tango for Newcastle. We'll grab the runway 07. This will get the METAR, hopefully. There's 16 degrees now, 143 knots, QNH 1031. Runway is definitely dry. Anti-ice at 16 degrees will be off. Takeoff weight. Let's have a look. 62.2. And the CG will be forward. Takeoff thrust will be flex. And climb thrust, config 1 plus F. And we'll do aircon will be on. So let's calculate that. Push, there we go. So flex is 68, 31, 31, 33. Limitation again, takeoff weight 1263. Thrust reduction acceleration and engine out is 1263. Green dot being 210. So we can go into the perf and we'll get that in. So flex 68 degrees. Flap 1. And we're going to go 131 for V1. 131 for VR. And 133 for V2. Transition is 6,000 feet. We'll go down and put 1263. And 1263 in there. And again on the other side. That should hopefully populate. There we go, 1260. Good stuff, so we don't need that anymore. We got... That's a very quick setup. It'll been live 15 minutes and we're pretty much set up. Let's have a quick look at the plant. Make sure it's got top of oh, that's pretty cool. So there's been a bit of development for VNAV, clearly. It's got speed limit in. Ah, awesome stuff. Let's just skip through this then. So 07 out to November Tango Echo 05. Yo, TR Gaming, Patrice, how's it going? Welcome along, buddy. Hope you're both doing very well. We're just in the middle of the setup for this for the first flight of the day. So we're looking at November Tango Echo 05, and then we're going to skip down to Gurley. You can see it's got the level off points now as well. So VNAV may work. Have we got top of descent then? Possibly not. Nevno, Retzi, Rills, Dobham, Airrock, Itjohn, Lama, XJet, Notro, Big Note, and then we have, that's the Big Note, 1 Echo. We'll sort that out on the way in. It may be because we haven't put an arrival in, it hasn't got top of drop, so let's just put one in and see what happens. Patrice, I'm good, thank you, buddy. If I just put that in via the JWVOR, and we'll insert that. See if we get top of descent now put in. We've got top of climb marked out, that's quite cool. And we might have top of descent down here somewhere, do we? And top of descent as well marked in. Excellent stuff. So like I said, this is the there's top of descent marker. This is top of descent now marked in. So the latest experimental version of the fly-by-wire does have, now has top of descent and top of climb. Yo, Reen, buddy. How's it going, mate? Welcome along. How's your day been? Must be getting to early evening now, is it, where you are, Reen? So yeah, that's pretty cool, actually. Let's put the constraints on. And yeah, so we can leave that. Let's just, we're whacking our cruise level 370. We'll leave it in managed climb, and it should just do it all for us. If that does work, that would be rather cool. It's already got 8,000 as a restriction in the PFD as well, which is pretty good. So if we go and grab the charts and check the routing out, so here comes the routing now, so you can see from Newcastle out 07, make that right hand turn down towards Sunderland and Durham, down towards Bishop Auckland, North Yorkshire, then we're going to head across to the west towards Manchester, Liverpool, and then down the Welsh border, skirting just into Wales a little bit, then back into England, over the Bristol Channel, and down towards the southwest, the Somerset, Taunton, and then out over the English Channel. That's where we start our arrival, just north of St Anne's, then over St Peter Port, then we make that left-hand turn into the ILS, onto 08. So yeah, 369 miles to go. It's not too bad of a flight, really. It's very nice arrival into Jersey as well. We do have scenery in Jersey. It was free from flightsim.to, and also we got the ORBX scenery up here in Newcastle as well. Pretty cool. So let's get rid of some of these catering bits and bobs, so we can get rid of catering. We will now get rid of the jetway. We'll close the front doors, and we'll close the cargo as well. And what we will do is we'll have a look at the our taxi. To be fair, I know Newcastle like the back of my hand. We'll push back into this cul-de-sac, and for 07 we'll make a right hand turn Alpha, be round here left, and then holding point for 07. So the pushback and taxi isn't that exciting, but we can get the chart and have a look. So there we are. It'll be Alpha 4 and then holding Alpha 1 for 07. Not a massive pushback or taxi, to be fair. So let's go and pre-plan that while we're waiting for that baggage and catering to go away. This is the new updated version of the pushback toolbar as well, which is quite cool. So if we zoom out, there we go. We're going to push back into that cul-de-sac like we said. So if we put let's have a look, let's just go there. And then we'll make it one that goes just here. Back onto that taxi line, hopefully. Somewhere about there. Looks pretty good. So if we hit enter, that should that's the pushback planned. We'll just nip back in the flight deck 1 second, just double check everything else is all tickety-boo. We'll shut that. We'll reset the rudder trim. Thrust levers are at idle. Flaps are retracted. Speed brake is disarmed at the minute and at 0. Everything else is looking good. We just need to close that cabin door. We'll nip up here, get the APU bleed on now. Start fuel pumps going. And we can if we can get that cabin door closed. Aircraft, jetway, forward door. Should hopefully close that up now the jet bridge is gone. There it is, perfect. Right then, let's go and we'll get ourselves going to for the pushback and down to Jersey. So if we request pushback.
Cockpit to ground. This is ground. Stand by.
Everything else is good. We'll sort out the TCAS and go to auto. We'll clear out that. We'll squawk 2000. Cool. I'll just wait for that pushback to get going. There's the fire engines ready for our departure, because I know the likelihood of us making a mistake must be quite high. Just waiting for
The bypass pin is installed. All doors and hatches closed and all ground equipment is removed.
The parking brakes are set. You may lift.
Parking brake set. Lifting the aircraft.
We are cleared for start and push.
Okay, cleared for push start. Please release parking brake.
There we go. We'll take the parking brake is now off.
Parking
We
brakes
can
are
get rid of
released.
that.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engine.
And while we do that, we will start the
You will start
engines,
the sequence.
and I will play the.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now ask for your attention while we take you through the safety procedures on this aircraft. A safety card is in your seat pocket showing the exit routes, oxygen masks, life jackets and brace position that you must adopt if you hear brace, brace. There are 2 emergency exits at the rear, 4 in the middle
Engine
and
2 is
2
on the
at the
move.
front of the cabin.
We'll start
Floor
the timer.
lighting will guide you to an exit. Please be aware that your nearest exit may be behind you. In an emergency, leave all cabin baggage on board. Your seatbelt is fastened, adjusted, and released as shown. It must be fastened when the seatbelt signs are on, and we recommend that you keep it fastened at all times. If the air supply fails, masks will drop from above you. Pull a mask towards you to start the oxygen. Put the mask over your nose and mouth. Hold in place with the strap. Pull on each side to adjust. Put on your own mask before helping others. If we land on water, take the life jacket from under your seat. Put it over your head. Pass the tapes around your waist. Click together and pull the strap to adjust. Do not inflate it
start on engine two,
inside
start
the
engine one.
aircraft. When outside, inflate by pulling the toggle. If it fails to inflate or needs topping up, blow into the tube.
Brake is set as well.
There is a light and whistle for attracting attention. We also carry flotation aids for children. Your tray table must now be stowed, armrest down, window blinds open, and seatbelt fastened. We wish you a pleasant flight with EasyJet.
Good flight.
Holding position waiting for the visual. Thank you and goodbye.
Right, while we wait for engine number 2 to start up, we'll do a flight control check as well, just to make sure everything is all tickety-boo. So we have elevators full up, full down, and neutral, and ailerons are full right, full left, and neutral, and we'll quick check on the rudders. Full left, full right, and also neutral. Smile Castle, buddy, welcome along. Daytime stream. Are you skiving work at the minute then? Or am I just on a second monitor while you do some work? There we go, flight controls all checked. We've got a good start on engine number 1 as well. Let's go and get rid of the APU. We'll get rid of that. That should have been on. We'll get the wing lights on. That can come on, that can come on. Taxi lights are on. And as far as we can tell, I think we're good to we are good to go. Ignition can go back to norm. And we'll arm the spoilers. Auto brake can come to max, and TCAS will sort out the holding point. Predicted wind sheet can come on, weather radar's on, and I think we are good to get going. You're off today. We've got things to do. Got 2 minutes to drop in and say hi. No worries, buddy. Yeah, work for me today is absolutely deadly. So I thought, you know what, sod it. I'm having the day off, and I thought what better than to do a little daytime stream. Well, I'll be here for the next, what, roughly 3 hours if you're back, buddy, you want to drop back in. Should be here till about 2, half 2, I would have thought. Because I'm planning on doing the return trip as well. So we'll take this right, heading round onto Alpha for runway 07. There's Trippy 86, he's in his A320. Oh, hope you feel a bit better now, buddy. My mother yesterday, she just tested positive for COVID yesterday. So, but she was at my house when she's come round to see us. She came to see us on Saturday. Felt a bit rough on Sunday. Tested positive for COVID yesterday. So there could be a likelihood that I may end up getting that shortly, but hopefully not. I'm pleased yours isn't as well. But yeah, it's my parents have gone 2 years without catching it, and the week before they're supposed to head off to Malta for a holiday, my mother ends up catching COVID, so that'll be her holiday completely up the spout now, I'd have thought, because they have to have a negative test to get into Malta. So I don't think she's too happy about that. So anyway, where we're doing, flaps can come to 1, and we'll get the landing lights on, ready to get out of here. Lights on, cabin can be ding and donged.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
And we'll have takeoff config check, just wait for those flaps to get to 1+F. You know, they were flying out to Malta, then joining a cruise ship for 15 days down in Valletta. So I think they have to do their travel COVID tests on Tuesday next week. Has to be within 48 hours before they leave. So hopefully you can never know. It depends on how long this stays in the system. I guess she'll get she may get a negative test by next Tuesday, but she's not holding out much hope, I don't think. That can go to TAR out. And if we look to the right, there's now coming, and if we look to the left, there is nothing coming either. So guys, let's go to Jersey. Yeah, that's what I've heard. There's been quite a few people that I know that's been testing, like you said, 9, even up to 12 days after. I think someone that my missus works with, she got it, and it took her 11 days to get a negative test. So I don't think there's going to be much hope of her getting a negative one by next Tuesday. As long as I don't get it, then. Because she was round looking after my boys as well on Saturday. I think it was. Was it Saturday? No, Monday. Sorry. So yeah. Hopefully not. So anyway, we are confirmed. We've got the flight plans all sorted with QNH 1031. V speeds 131, 133. Climb nav 1FD2, 8000 magenta. Like I said, QNH 1031. Auto brake, if it would stay at max, would be very nice of it to do that. Auto brake is max, signs are on, cabins are ready, spoilers are armed. Flaps are at config 1+F. Takeoff config is normal. ECAM memos, takeoff, no blue. Let's head to Jersey. Let's get 50% N1. There it is, toe brakes released, forward pressure on the side stick, 2 clicks forward. Man flex 68 SRS runway, auto thrust is armed and blue. There's 100 knots, we'll release that side stick pressure, and away we go. There's V1 and rotate, up we go. It's a positive rate, the gear's coming up. You bought this the stick throttle? Oh, you did you? Nice. Did you get over your tightness? There we are, away we go. Ta-ta, Newcastle. Oh, that's not too bad. 139. Thrust climb nav. 8,000 magenta. 8,000 magenta. Alt magenta as well. This is going to be quite cool to see if this works. With a nice bit of V nav. We've got speed limit points. Top of climb, which is quite cool, and also top of descent further down as well. There it is. So this will be a test of fly-by-wire's V nav today, I reckon. That's where I got all of mine from, box.co.uk as well. Yeah, they were pretty good. And also pretty quick on delivery as well. There's the S-speed, we can get rid of that. Flaps are retracted. Spoilers are disarmed. And we can get rid of that and that as well for now. As I was saying before, there is no haze up here in Newcastle today. It's beautifully blue skies and sunny. Wherever MSFS has got its weather from, that is not quite correct this morning. You're offered next day. Okay. Oh, very well. Yeah, you saved yourself 5 there then. Right, let's pull standard. So hopefully this should level us off. As you can see on this now on here, it's got the magenta level off marker as well. Which is pretty good. We're limited to flight level 80 down to Gurley. So you can see 250 knots maximum speed alt constraint star, 4,000. Not below and not above flight level 80, which is going to cap us off 8,000 magenta. Seems to, I just updated it this morning. I haven't flown it. When the last time I flew it would be Sunday, and I just updated it this morning before I started, and it's now got all of these speed limit points, top of climb, and also top of descent all shown in as well. So top of descent is here, and all of the correct flight level codings in as well, which is quite good. So definitely going to test out. I will put my top of descent marker in as well, just to see how it's how it plays out. But yeah, you can see that's where it's going to start to climb again. Just at Gurley, which is exactly what the charts reckon we should be doing. So yeah, no, it's terrain radar's in up, and also weather is still in up as well. That's all down to something with Asobo that fly-by-wire can't do without them sorting out. Landon Green, welcome along, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to a Wednesday daytime stream. Make some nice bit of a change to our usual evening time. However, I just realised that it's such a lovely day outside, and I'm sat now in front of a computer. However, good fun. reckon I'm just going to quickly grab the volume thingy bob. And we'll whiz that down a bit. I'll get a bit of music going. Why not? Why not? There we are. You just landed in New York in real life? Oh, cool. Cool. Where have you flown from, London? Yeah, it should be interesting to see what it does now. It's a girly in 5 miles time. Hopefully it should. We got 3.6 set up here. I think we're cruising at 3.7 actually. Let's put 3.7 in. It should just shoot us up. So 2 miles ago, we'll just keep a watch out, see what it does. It has got climb blue, so it should, in theory, should be taking us up to our cruise level that we've set. Just see what happens. And then we can get to 10,000 feet. We'll get the lights off, seatbelt sign off. There we go. We've reached Gurley. Thrust climb, flight level 370 blue. So there we go. It is doing exactly what it should be doing. Perfect. So we'll see a bit later on. I'm going to put in our top of descent marker, and we'll see how it corresponds with the top of descent that this is working out. See if it works out properly. There we go, whizzing up 4,100 feet per minute. Look at that, 10 degrees pitch up. 250 knots. Once we get above 10,000 feet, there we go, whoosh, straight across, nose will come down, and we'll accelerate away. Perfect, let's retract the lights. That is off, seatbelt sign can come off as well. All those people that have been drinking Nuki Brown can go to the toilet and get rid of it. And away we go. Looks pretty cool. So passing 118 now for 370. We've got all that sorted out. Seatbelt signs are now off. We've got the lights off. We will. I just want to be. I'm very interested to see whether the top of descent, now that this is working out, will match the top of descent that I'm going to put in. So to be fair, we have no height restrictions on this. It'll just be for the ILS. So we'll lift straight down into here. Platform is 2,000 feet. So 2,000 feet is going to be from 3.7. So we need to lose 35,000 feet. So it's 105 miles from the airport, really. So if we go and pop it in, if we go here, we want 105 miles from Jersey. Echo Golf Juliet 08. So 105 miles. Right, let's just go and have a look now on here. This top of descent and our top of descent, will they match up? So let's just zoom out a second. Because if they do, we can just leave the plane and do it itself. Let's skip through. Should see my top of descent coming in. There it is. So there's my top of descent. That's 105 miles. And the plane's top of descent is there, Guernsey. Which is not quite right, because you see Big No has got flight level 230. Actually, because our cruise level is not set properly. So we're saying that at 37. That might redraw our top of descent marker now. That could be. See if it's changed it around. Yeah, top of descent now is just after Big No. Cool, so let's have a look what this reckons on the plan. Where's top of descent now? So top of descent there is Big No. Where's my top of descent? There. So there's a good 60 miles difference. That will not get us on the ground in time. So maybe not quite trusting the VNAV to do the descent. Possibly. I'll just leave that how it is. We'll check top of climb. I think top of climb shouldn't be too far off. 17,000 feet. Top of climb, yeah, 70 miles to do 17,000 feet. I would say about 60 or 50 miles, perhaps, just after Croft. But it does show that it is coming on a bit, which is quite good. It did work out. Yeah, it's got top of climb just before knock him. We could see. We'll see what happens. May work out. May work out. But it is nice to see that the stutters have disappeared from the weekend. The sim was misbehaving as we flew Kristiansand to Molde and back again on Sunday. There were some serious stutters, which apparently was something that the fly-by-wire team knew about. So it's good to see that update this morning has sorted that out. Let's get rid of throttle cam for now. Sounds like your teenager stutters on the weekend, yes. I invested in a thing of the weekend. I invested in a new microphone for the stream, which was on special offer. It should have been 159 quid. It was down to 99 quid. So I thought I'd pick it up. So hopefully the sound should be better. HyperX, buddy, got it spot on. HyperX, what's it called? Let me show you. I've still got the box here. HyperX Quadcast S. There it is. So hopefully the sound should sound a bit better than the crappy. I'll show you what I had before. It was, so if you can compare that one to that shitty thing. But yeah, hopefully that should make the sound a bit better. Ideally. I just like the fact that it changes colour. I'm all for RGB stuff. As you can tell with my my headsets also, you can see that in the light. RGB around the edges and stuff like that. And my whole my whole PC thing tower is all RGB lit up as well. You've got a dynamic mic, we can't set it up. To be honest, I've got no idea what all the settings on the back of this does for the... let me just spin it round without making too much of a noise. It's got all the different settings you can think of. Stereo, cartoid, whatever it's called, cardoid. And some other bits and bobs. So 7,000 feet to go. I reckon it's going to take us 40 miles to do 7,000 feet worth of climb. Not entirely sure about that. So can we get rid of that? Let's clean up the chart. We don't need that Newcastle one on anymore. Actually, we'll leave the Newcastle taxi route in so we can when we go back up. But there we are, currently down towards Preston and the northwest at the moment. Yeah, that's coming in slightly now from the 40 miles it was. Yeah, just over 30 to do. I reckon about 20, 25, 26, so maybe 32 is not too far off. However, I won't trust the top of descent marker that it's put in. I don't think that's going to work out in anyone's favour. Oh, cool. Does that look? Assuming that must be somewhere towards Liverpool now, is it? Where's that at? Entirely sure where that is. That's where we're passing. That must be this bit here then, we can see. Off the right hand side. Oh, it's this. Might be that might be it. Yeah. The condenser mic and normal picks up everything in an even arc. Cardo is the pattern it picks up. I see what. I think I get what you mean. As long as it sounds better than that other crappy one that I had, then I'm not too fussed really. I will have to read some stuff about it though, just to make sure it's all set up in the right way and sounds the best that it can. So you can hear my lovely dulcet Geordie tones. Yeah, that top of descent mark is now completely vanished. Oh, there it is. Ruby, welcome along, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Seems like my YouTubey thing has gone a bit tits up. How's it going, Ruby? Hope you're doing well. Welcome along. So we are now 10 subs away on YouTube to 200 subs. It's 190 on the old YouTube. Which, considering only a few months back I had like 15 subscribers on YouTube, to now to be, I think it's, yeah, 3 months ago we had about 15 subs on YouTube, to now with nearly 200 is pretty good going. I never thought I'd have that many people on what we got on Twitch. Twitch, there's 130 on Twitch. And so that's 330 people that want to watch me fire plane, which is incredible, really. Jonathan Limian, welcome from Indonesia. Welcome along. Or should we say good evening? I guess it must be evening time across where you are, is it? Yeah, 1,000 to go. That's what I wanted to press. Let's just quickly check my work email to make sure that I'm not missing anything important. Nope, clearly no one wants me today, which is good. There we are. Mac Out Star and Mac Out Cruise. There we go, Mac Out Cruise. So yeah, so at Rizzler we'll do a quick fuel check to make sure we got enough motion lotion to get us there. So if we go and have a look in the flight plan, we'll find Rizzler. Sounds like something you smoked, doesn't it, Rizzler? Top of climb, Ribble, Asmin, and there is Rizzler. We need 4.3 tons of fuel at Rizzler. We've got 5.5 anyway, so we're going to have enough. Unless we develop a massive fuel leak between now and the next 8 miles, then we have plenty of juice to get us down to Jersey in, how long have we got left? About 30, yeah, about 30 minutes, roughly. For those of you who just joined us, we're going down from Newcastle down to Jersey. This is the current route, and we're currently now over northern Wales. And we're going to head down past Wrexham, down towards Shrewsbury and Hereford, back into England, and then over Wales again, towards Newport and Cardiff, over the Bristol Channel, Western-super-Mare, down towards Sidmouth, and then over the English Channel, before starting the arrival into Jersey, over St Peter Port, and then down left-hand turn for the ILS 08 into Jersey, via the Big Note 1 kilo arrival, which is what we'll be doing very soon. There you can see our top of descent that we've worked out. It's about 130 miles away. Top of descent that the Airbus has planned is there. So you can see the difference between my top of descent and when it thinks we should be descending. There's no way we'll make that arrival if we follow the top of descent that this is marked out, which is there, just after Guernsey. So to put that in a bit of perspective for you, it wants us to start our arrival here. That is Guernsey. Not enough room to lose 35,000 feet. We need 105 miles to do that. And from Guernsey to Jersey, you can see that is clearly not 105 miles. Unless you bail out, well, exactly, yeah. With the parachutes. Such a lovely day across the whole of the UK today, I think, isn't it? It's see, the weather in Newcastle and down in Guernsey, very nice to have a quick look. Newcastle 18 degrees now up here, warmer than Jersey, 12 degrees. But yeah, it's 18 degrees up where I am. 4,500 with haze. But yeah, I'll take 18 degrees for the good old north of England is not too bad. That old school EGJJ.com livery. Ah, where have we gone? There it is. Cool. Don't know if you've seen it on YouTube tonight. 320 Sim Pilot. He's streaming the. See if I can get it. What's it? The new. Ah, no, not that button. What is it? It's the new the BA146 preview in MSFS tonight, which looks pretty good. Be watching that. That starts at 5 o'clock this evening. Just Flight BAE146 MSFS preview stream. So that should be quite good fun to watch, I reckon. And I think from all accounts that Just Flight have made one hell of an effort with that aircraft they've built. It's supposed to be very high fidelity pay-wear aircraft, so yeah, it could be quite good fun to watch. Which when my son is currently at gymnastics 5 o'clock night, so I'll have an hour sat in the car park waiting to pick him back up. You know what I'll be doing. I'll be sat watching that for a bit. What's happened there? That one. There we go. Just while the Airbus is happy doing what it's doing, I'm just going to go and grab another drink, and I'll be right back with you in just a couple of secs. Yo guys, I'm back. Smile Castle buddy, no worries. Thanks for dropping in, dude. I'll see you soon, no doubt. So yeah, not far. So we got less than 80 miles now, top of drop. Should be interesting. Like I said, we're not going to trust the top of drop in here. Unless it's actually moved it forward to it. It's not moved it anywhere near where we want to be, so we'll leave that for now. We may do some self-vectoring. If the flight plan's not quite happy as well, we'll do the self-vectoring in as well. There's no point flying extra track miles if we don't need to. Could go and put something in the progress page. Let's have a look. So if we put the airport in, Echo Golf Juliet 08 will give us miles to touchdown, 170 miles to run, and we were going to put in the extended centre line for Jersey as well. So we'll grab that 08. It is 263 degrees. There we go, there's the extended centre line. We should be able to see that for our self-vector, and there we go. So, big no, we'll probably just come off. We'll fly heading, 210 out to the blue line, and then we'll come on the ILS and the localizer just there. Pretty cool. And then once we land, what we'll do is I'll take a quick 5-minute break. I will knock up a new flight plan, and we'll do the return trip back to Newcastle as well. As long as there is 12:20, we're landing. Let's have a look. When are we landing? 13:02. So we've got roughly 20 minutes left of this flight. So that's good. I do need to go out at 2:30, so that should work out perfectly well for the return trip as well. So we can, actually, now we're midway in the cruise. Let's go and have a look at the pages down here. So we started off with 7 tons of fuel. So let's have a quick look at the engines. They're all tickety-boo. Bleed pages, we have air going in, doing what they should. Pressurization, cabin altitude 7,350 feet. Obviously we're level, so there's no VS. And the diff is 8.1 and the inlets are closed. We have power going to where it needs to, DC Essential and the AC Essential bus as well. Hydraulics are all good, 3,000 PSI across the green, blue and yellow. And you can see they're in the right levels as well. Fuel, so we've used 1.8 tons. We took 7, 1.8, 5.2 is bang on the 7 tons. So there's no fuel leak. And we're currently burning 30 kilos a minute of fuel in the cruise. APU should be off, which it is. It's nice and toasty in the cabin. Doors are all shut, no one tried to jump out. Wheels are still there, no one's tried to pinch them in the dodgy areas that we've flown over. Flight control's doing what they should. 3.7 degrees trim pitch up, and system status is normal. So put that back on the engines page as well. And there is the south coast of the UK now in inside. That'll be the Bristol Channel, I'd have thought. Let's have a quick look. Where are we? Yeah. Just coming over the southern part of Wales now, Newport. There's the Bristol Channel. And you can see the south coast of the UK just there. So if we have a look outside, here is... I'm assuming that's going to be Cardiff. Like the Cardiff Airport, probably. Yeah, there's Cardiff just there. So that's Cardiff Airport. And Bristol, if we go a bit, Bristol Airport is somewhere just over here, I believe. In fact, even that could just be it just there. So, latest weather in Jersey. Let's just update that a second. Still 12 degrees, winds 140, 12 knots. Cavalcade 1028. Yeah, it's not changed at all, has it? Good stuff. We will just nip down there once destination data in a minute. So we will just double check our top of descent. It's coming in pretty soon. Say about 30 miles left to go. We'll just check the radnav. India Juliet 110.9. 110.9 for the ILS. Tuned up, and Jersey VOR. We could put that in, sorry, NDB. Don't really need that, to be honest with you. So we'll leave that how it is. With 135 miles left to run. So yeah, we can plan the arrival. There's nothing much really to look at once we get to Big No, which is here. It's straight in, Big No, down to Guernsey. We can put the Guernsey VOR in, 109.4. If we need to hold, we hold over Shark, and then straight in. But there's nothing too exciting about this arrival, to be fair. We'll head straight to Guernsey. And then straight to Shark. From Shark, we'll join the ILS. So let's go and pop that in 19.4 in the radnav for that Guernsey VOR. Put that in VOR 1. And we'll get a mileage off that when we get a bit closer. So that top of descent, we're going to come down to, straight down to 2,000 feet. So I'm going to put in first, we'll put in flight level 100. And we can time the descent from that, and then we can finesse it with VS. Just to make sure that it's all tickety-boo, will not come down too fast or too slow. So 10,000 feet's a good little altitude in the middle. So yeah, there'd be no way we'd make this this arrival if we follow the top of descent marker that this is put in. I mean, as you can see, look at where it is, right there. That's not even anywhere close to where we need to be starting our descent. Here it comes, less than 5 miles now. Let's get ready to go down. 49 minutes from when we push back in Newcastle to top of descent. Pretty quick flight, actually. It's not been too bad. I reckon we say it was an hour and 3 minutes or so for the flight. There it is. There's stop and drop, guys. Down we go. Thrust idle, open descent. Flight level 100 is blue. And what we'll do is, you see it's got the vertical profile now, the green dot, which will start to run away. It'll reckon that we're very low. There, it runs away. That green dot there, that is where, that's the VDEV. If you give me a sec, guys, it's just the doorbell. 2 seconds, guys. Sorry about that, guys, just a postman at the door. So yeah, there we go. VDEV has ran away. It reckons we're far too low, but we know that we're not. So we will just go and put some destination data in. Let's go to performance next phase. So let's go and grab the QNH off here. QNH in Jersey is 1028. 1028 and go in. Temperatures 12 degrees. The wind was 140 at 12. 140 at 12, and we'll get the barrow ref from the charts. Barrow ref will be 471. There we go, that's that. Also, our transition is 6,000 feet. Last flight level will be flight level 70. And then on to the local QNH after that. Yeah, see, this reckons out 5,300 feet low. Which we're not. It will recapture that profile, hopefully. But we can't leave it to where it wants us to descend. So I should be able to see there's Guernsey, I believe, just in the distance. We should get a DME reading from the VOR shortly. Actually, Guernsey, there we go. To make that turn should be actually over here, sorry. So that'd be northern France. And then down towards St. Peter Port is where we'll get the Guernsey VOR very soon. So as we slow down now, it should draw this back in for us on here, but I don't think it's going to. How fast we go now? 0.7. Yeah, we're not going to. So yeah, I would trust the blue level off. I reckon that's probably about right for 10,000 feet. That seems realistic. So if we, in theory, if we use some VS, put that down to 2,000 feet. That's not really moved, has it? I was hoping, because you should be able to pull the VS. This should move. And we could finesse it so we can get 2,000 feet somewhere just here. But yeah, that's not quite working, is it? So there's Guernsey. We're 46 miles away from Guernsey now. We need 60 miles from Jersey from where we are. We have 63. Yo, James, buddy, welcome along. How's it going, mate? It is a very nice day, isn't it? It's almost that nice day we go to South Shields, get some fish and chips on the beach. That'd be quite nice. So yeah, if you look, VDev reckons we needed 20,000 feet low. That's only because it can't work itself out for top of drop. So we're 58 miles from the airport. We've got 18,000 feet to lose. 18, 36, 46, 50. It's about 52 miles in it. So yeah, we're bang on profile. The Airbus can't work itself out. Yes, mate, you are. Yeah, and we're also going to do the return trip back to Newcastle as well. So I need to head out at about 2:30. But yeah, so we've got plenty of time. I had no work on today, so I thought, well, what better to do a daytime stream? So we have a look on these charts now. We should see. There we are. There's Guernsey coming up. Not got far left to run now. And hopefully, like I said, we should have scenery for Guernsey. If I put it in. Jersey, sorry. Yes, we do. Super Spud from flightsim.to. Free scenery for Jersey. There it is. We might be able to see the, oh, maybe not. I reckon if we did this, shimmered across a little bit. There you go. That is the entirety of our 320. Is what, whereas in X-Plane you can go up and down the cabin. MSFS give you a window that side, a window that side, no outer shell. You can see the landing gear. Just quite cool, actually. If we put the gear down, we'll be able to see it drop out the gear doors. But yeah, that is flashing light with no roof. Then we can go back to our normal view. Whoosh. Yeah, all of a sudden VDev will catch itself up. As soon as we get that white line there, we'll be bang on profile, more or less. 30 miles to go. There's 10,000 feet. Get some lights on. Seatbelt sign can come on as well. And we'll keep going down. Let's go down to 5,000 feet. And we will start to think about... Yeah, we'll start to think about coming off. We're not going to do anything with this crap. We will come out over here shortly. So Guernsey is 30 miles. So if we give ourselves 30 miles to get across there, and we'll make that left-hand turn shortly. Speed limit exceeded. I suppose it's not too far. Yeah, we should be at 250 knots now, below 10,000 feet. Let's just pull that, to be honest, and we'll keep that. Just have 250 knots. Yeah, just a bit of speed brake will help out with that. Speed reduction, there we go, we'll keep that there, 250 knots for now. See, there's VDev coming back a little bit now, 23,900 feet low. There you go, see, it's now coming back. Oh, not that button. That one. How cool does that look? Awesome. Awesome. So Shark is going to be where we're going to go and join the ILS, I think. So a quick look at Shark. Yeah, we're going to go head to Shark. That's our plan. Let's just direct Shark. Insert. There we go. That'll tidy that up, but we are going to vector ourselves off in a minute. Because we're not going to fly. Actually, we can vector ourselves. And now... we'll keep Shark as the point that we're heading to. Somewhere about there. Let's go back on the QNH. 1028 is set. Get ILS ident. Now we can get the lock on arm that. AP2 as well. And we will start to slow down anytime. Because what is our green dot speed? Our green dot is going to be 200 knots. $5,000 feet. We want 2,000 feet, so we'll do 2,000. But we'll do VS of... let's have 1,600 feet per minute for that. And actually we'll go and activate the approach phase now. What have I pressed here? Please don't crash. Ooh, thank goodness. There we go. VS back, let's go 1,400 feet. So we have 20 miles. We'll go back to manage speed. Slow down a bit. See, we've got that issue like over the weekend. We're not slowing down. So I'll do it. I'm going to pull 200 knots. For now. There's 200. See, we're just not slowing down at all. 200 knots. It's got the down arrow there, but we're not coming back anywhere near as much as we need to. There we go. Might start to become slowing down now. There we go. So let's start that turn back towards. Excuse my Alexa. They are back now towards 206 knots being our green speed, our green dot. That'll do the trick. We'll take flap 1. If I go back to manage speed now, will that keep us down here? Yes, it will. Good stuff. (2,000 feet is the platform altitude for this, so we'll start to stop the music for now, and we'll increase the sim volume, and we'll start coming back around again. Let's go down to 2,000 feet. Let's start coming back around towards the airport, which should be just over here. There it is. Ideally, where we want to be is that blue line. Let's just keep it coming around now. We're going to be bang on the speed, bang on the height now. You see where we level off. It's just there. 10 miles from Shark.
2,500.
Checks. We're over the sea. And while we'll do that, let's just have a quick look at the arrival for this airport. We're going to do when we get there. 08. So we're going to vacate ideally at, well, it's going to be Foxtrot, I think. Foxtrot all the way around via Alpha, and then we'll park up somewhere just here. And we'll take that 5-minute break. We'll knock up the new flight plan and we'll get going again. Back up to Newcastle. So we can arm the spoilers. We'll have medium auto brake just to help us out. Let's ding the cabin. We should get lock star any second as well. There it is. Lock star. And 17-mile final. As we turn towards the runway. See if we can get a nice buttery landing. Right, let's get flap 2. So VDev now, what does VDev reckon? VDev's disappeared now because we're in approach phase, and that's close. Still reckons 4,000 feet. 3,000 feet low. Well, clearly not. So 3,000. So it reckons we want to be at 6,500 feet, 13 miles out. 6.3 is at 18. I mean, I can understand it at 18 miles, but not at 12 miles. Should see a runway somewhere. There it is. So 16 knot wind coming from this direction, off the right hand side of the nose. We'll stay at flap 2 for now. So there is Shark, that's where we're heading for. There's an airplane just there. Is that just landing? Looks like it's just landing. Or just taking off, one of the two. So 9 miles, let's go flap 3. How nice does that water look? So we should get the glide slope in. Let's have a quick look before we do anything else. Glide slope is 5.3 miles from the Jersey ILS. In about 3 miles time, that's when we should get the glide. To make sense. 2,000 feet, 6 miles, so yeah, 5.3 would work out quite well. It's not that long of a runway either, was it? It's only, what is it? Yeah, 1,700 meters. Hence the medium auto brake, just to help us out. Clearly my internet's having a bit of a go slow. It's taking its time to load in the scenery, isn't it, really? Look at that. It's a bit dodgy. There it goes. Still don't look too good. However, there comes the gliders alive. So 6 miles. Let's go flat full, and we'll drop the gear. There you go. You can see that wind and which way we're lined up with the runway. We've got wind coming from this direction off the nose, so we're just a little bit into for our track. You can see there we go. It's about 0.8. What's that? 0.88. Sorry, 0.84, 0.83, and we're flying 0.8, 0.87. Well, yeah, there's glide slopes start, and for the go around, what we need to do for that is climb ahead 3,000 feet. Just pop that in. 3,000 feet is white for the go around. We're 4 miles out now. Looking good. The wind's still 14 knots, 141 at 14. And the scenery has loaded in nice now, finally. Good stuff. So, landing gear is down, the signs are on, the cabin's been advised. Spoilers at arm, we've got medium auto brake. Flaps are full. Go around set 3,000 feet. Ecoman was landing, no blue. Right, let me get my feet on these rubber pedals. So we can't have too much of a float because we'll run out of runway. Two whites, two reds on the pappies. How good does Jersey look? How good does it look? In fact, it looks pretty awesome. Look at that. Can't complain at that, can you?
100 above. 500.
100 above, there we go.
Minimum.
Minimums continue, autopilot's off.
300.
300 feet.
200. 100. 50. 40.
Oh shit, the bed.
30. 20. Retard.
Oh, what's happened there?
10.
That should have been a go around. Oh. Jeez. Sheesh. And we're down. There we go. Welcome down in Jersey. That was pretty sketchy landing. Pretty sketchy. Just all of a sudden didn't want to get down. Right. Anyway, auto brake is off. We'll vacate at the very end here, and we'll get ourselves parked up, ready for the return flight. Let's just stop there a sec and just reassess that situation about where we're coming off here. So yeah, we'll just take this exit round onto Alpha and then down to the parking gates. Scamby, welcome along. Thank you for your sub on YouTube. Hope you're doing well, buddy. But yeah, that was not entirely sure what happened there. I was pressing forward on the side stick, and the plane did not want to go down. Did not want to go down. Cole Slushy, how's it going, mate? Welcome along. We'll see how it goes on the return trip back to Newcastle in a few minutes. We'll see if we can figure out what happened. Because the side stick seems to be working fine. Not entirely sure what's going on there. Ajib, welcome along, mate. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for your sub on YouTube. Hope you're doing very well, mate. Yeah, so we'll assess that situation. We'll check the flight controls again because I'm not sure why that wasn't working. But however, we did make it down. We probably should have gone around. In theory, that should have been a go around because we're well past the touchdown marker. So yeah, probably should have been a go around. And those fire trucks probably should have come out to say hello to us. Right, anyway, where are we going to park? Where are we going to park? Oh, shoot. I'll do that. So, yeah, anywhere around on the left-hand side now we'll find a parking spot. And we'll get ourselves offloaded with the passengers currently. I'll take a 5-minute break. I'll make the new flight plan. And we'll go back up to Newcastle. Let's just go here. Right on stand number 1. Seems a good enough spot. Cool. So we'll stop there. I'm going to put the APU on. We should have redone that before. We'll get those off. As well, nav logo light can come off. Leave the beacon light just till the APU's finally spooled up. But yeah, 1 hour 20 minutes after we push back in Newcastle, we're down on the ground in Jersey. We'll just get the APU page up. It's 22%. Cool. So, like I said, what we'll do is we'll get these passengers off. We'll go and call the stairs and whatever else we might want. We've got no jetway, have we? So let's grab the stairs, the catering, the baggage. Let's wait for that APU to fire up, and we can get we'll get the doors open, the seatbelt sign off, passengers off, and we'll we'll do the turnaround, and we'll head back up. 97, 98%. There's the APU. So we can go with engine number 2 and engine number 1 can go off. And with that, the beacon light, strobe can go off, and the seatbelt sign. And we'll open the front doors and the cargo as well. Hopefully the stairs should come. There they go. The guys, welcome down to a lovely sunny Jersey. We'll let the passengers get themselves going to wherever the hell they're going to. We will zoom up in the air. Phew, just like that. And I'll leave you with a nice view of Jersey while I take that 5-minute break. And we'll just we'll knock up a new flight plan. Oh, it's a bit wonky. There you go. We'll knock up a new flight plan. And we'll get ourselves going for the return trip. So, right, guys, if you give me 5 minutes or so, I'll have a quick 5-minute break. I'll get that new flight plan. I'll put the music back on. And we can have that on. And I'll leave you with that view. And I'll be back with you all in just about 5 minutes' time.
Thinking about
Right then guys, I'm back. We've got a new flight plan ready, and the overlay should be updated, which it is. Jersey back up to Newcastle, good stuff. Right, we can we'll nip on back on down to the aircraft. There it is. All should be good. Well, passengers are done. Luggage has been offloaded, so we'll go back on and we'll step back up, ready for this flight back to Newcastle. So we'll grab the new flight plan, hopefully. There we go, swapped around now. Excellent stuff. So Jersey back to Newcastle. Weather in Newcastle very nice. I am currently sat in Newcastle. The weather is gorgeous outside. 19 degrees. Nice high pressure. QNH is 1030 up there, and it's a bit cooler down in Jersey, but winds are like 200 at 5 knots back in Newcastle. Variable between 170 and 270 degrees. Cav okay as well, which is good. So we'll go and grab that flight plan. Let's just have a double check what we are doing here. So we've got 399 miles to go. It's an hour and 3 minutes flying time. Alternate's going to be London Heathrow, and we're cruising flight level 360 off for the cruise after Mogley. A couple of step climbs, 34, 35 and 36 after Hemel, 35, Mogley 36. Block fuel, we need 6.6 tons of fuel, so let's go and grab that. We'll take 7 tons. That should clear it up nicely. And we'll go back into the McDo and we'll get that set up. As we saw before, we've got a valid AirAC cycle, which is good. So let's go into the McDo, Atsu, AOC menu, and we'll grab the unit press. There are call signs changed. We're now at Easy 9 Papa Lima on the way back up. Jersey, Newcastle, 1 hour and 3 minutes. And let's grab the we'll grab the payload. What we got? 170 people coming back up, and we'll start those boarding as well. And we're going to grab the init request. And we'll go in here. We're going to take, so we'll take the 7 tons of fuel that we put in the block fuel. CG and 0 fuel weight is good. And alternates for London Heathrow. What do we want for that? Let's have a quick look. Our alternate fuel is going to be 2.1 tons. So let's pop that in. And we should hopefully have a little bit of a tailwind on the way back. Average wind is going to be +6. It's going to be a +6 knot tailwind on average. There it is. Gives us 1.5 tons extra if we muck it up. 54 minutes flying time, and then we've got an hour and 45 minutes for our reserve fuel, which is good. And we're going to do the flight plan. As I said, it's now on here. Let me grab it on the second screen so I can see what we're doing. So it's going to be runway 08 out of Jersey. 08, and we're going to do the Benix 3 Bravo departure, where there is Benny 3 Bravo. Newcastle, obviously my home airport, runway 07. Rimpton 1 November arrival. No vias, self-vectored. And we'll insert that. Check for any discontinuities through that, which there's not. It's got the restrictions in there, so VNAV might work for this. And then we got, center fix, final fix. Good stuff. And it's performance time. Let's grab the performance calculator. And we'll see what we're doing with this. Echo Golf, Juliet can go in. Jersey, we said runway 08. We'll get the METAR. 13 degrees, like I said, winds 150 at 10. QNH 1028. Runway is dry. Anti-ice definitely will be off. And we're nipping the init page again. Just grab that takeoff weight. 63.6 tons. CG is going to be forward. We do a flex takeoff. Climb thrust, obviously. Config 1+F. Packs can be on. And obviously, 1706, we need to do toga takeoff. Toga. There we go. So for toga, we got 24, 29, 35. Limitation again is takeoff weight. Thrust reduction acceleration 1270 feet above the airport, and engine out is also 1270. So we can now go put that in. So no flex, flap 1, and we've got V1 of 124, VR of 129, V2 of 135. Can go in, and the thrust reduction and acceleration is going to be 1270. And also 1270 across for the engine out as well. There we go, so that's all good. So we got the init A is done, init B is done, flight plan's done, performance is done. RadNav, we still got the ILS tuned up. Let's have a quick look on the departure chart just to see what else is happening. So Benix 3 Bravo we're doing. Just this one straight ahead and then out to Benix. We could put the Jersey VOR in, which is 12.2. Just to have something in it. Decimal 2 can go in to that VOR, and we'll knock VOR 1 on there. It's got Jersey tuned in. And let's just jump on the overhead 1 sec. Double check. APU bleeds on. That's all good. No smoke signs on. Passenger seatbelt signs now on. Nav logo can come on. Beacon. We'll have the strobe on as well on auto. And we can also just go and close a few doors up. So let's get rid of the stairs, forward doors, cargo, baggage can go away. And while that's happening, let's have a look at our pushback route for runway 08. So it's pretty much the same way we came in. Actually, sorry, it's not, we came in this way, didn't we? So we're going to push back towards Echo, and it's going to be Alpha all the way down to Bravo 1. And then for full length of, we need full length for Toga takeoff. Bravo 1, Mike, Bravo 1, Bravo 2, that's the whole point there. Bravo 2 and Bravo 1 will be ours for that departure out. So let's go and pre-plan that. I do love this pushback planning now, it's so cool. So let's have a look, where are we going to push back to? Where's the taxi line at? Let's put one just there. And then we'll go back. And we'll put one just here, I reckon. Somewhere about, let's have a look, what about, let's say there. There's our pushback done. Let's call the tug. The baggage off, cargo doors are shut, that is done, the stairs are out the way as well. We can get ourselves going again. Nose wheel steering disconnected, so that means the tug is in place. And what we'll do is we will just stop the music, we'll get going. Nothing else we need to do, so let's release the parking brake. I'll put the throttle cam back on so you can see. Parking brake's released. Hold is released, and we'll go ahead and we'll play the EasyJet safety demonstration. And we'll start engine 2 as we do that.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now ask for your attention while we take you through the safety procedures on this aircraft. A safety card is in your seat pocket showing the exit routes, oxygen masks, life jackets, and brace position that you must adopt if you hear brace, brace. There are 2 emergency exits at the rear, 4 in the middle, and 2 at the front of the cabin. Floor lighting will guide you to an exit. Please be aware that your nearest exit may be behind you. In an emergency, leave all cabin baggage on board. Your seatbelt is fastened, adjusted, and released as shown. It must be fastened when the seatbelt signs are on, and we recommend that you keep it fastened at all times. If the air supply fails, masks will drop from above you. Pull a mask towards you to start the oxygen. Put the mask over your nose and mouth. Hold in place with the strap. Pull on each side to adjust. Put on your own mask before helping others. If we land on water, take the life jacket from under your seat. Put it over your head. Pass the tapes around your waist.
Cool, we're going to start engine number 2.
Click
so
together.
we'll go engine number 1.
And pull the strap to adjust. Do not inflate it inside the aircraft. When outside, inflate by pulling the toggle. If it fails to inflate or needs topping up, blow into the tube. There is a light and whistle for attracting attention. We also carry flotation aids for children. Your tray table must now be stowed, armrest down, window blinds open, and seatbelt fastened. We wish you a pleasant flight with
There goes
EasyJet.
into EGT and then one for engine number 1 as well. So while that's happening, let's just have a check of the flight controls, because like I said, on that landing there was a bit of an issue with me trying to land for some reason. So if I push full down, full up, so they're clearly working, and neutral, full right, full left, and neutral, and we'll just double check the rudders, make sure they're all tickety-boo. We have full left and full right as well. So they all seem to work fine. So I'm not sure what happened on that landing, why the plane wouldn't go down, but it didn't want to. And there's a good start on engine number 1 as well, which is good. So ignition can go back to normal. And we can go up here. Let's get rid of the APU. That can go off. I'll have those on. That can be on. Taxi light is set on as well. So guys, if you are ready, let's go back to Newcastle. We'll set config 1+F on the flaps, and we'll put that back to engine. And we can now start our taxi out toward 08. I think we're good to go. Just gonna have this up ready just so I can see where we're going. So it should be parking brakes off. Should be round to the right. Then in theory we're going to head down this way, just to there. In fact, that'll be Delta. We'll go full length, so it's down straight ahead. Looking at that. Calls, Tushy, how do you adjust the sensitivity of your throttle? I'm having a problem. Are you using... Oh, hold on a sec. Let me just get around this corner. Slow down a sec. Are you using the fly-by-wire? And obviously the Thrustmaster set as well. Because to calibrate the throttles, if you go into the fly pad, just here, I'll come to a stop a second. I'll show you quickly. If you use the fly-by-wire one, you can do it in, what was it under? It's in here where you do the settings for it. Where's it gone? Sim options. Detents. That's how you calibrate how sensitive your throttles are. So if I move mine now, you can see them moving from idle, which they are now, to climb and back again. But if not, you'll need to go into the menu, control options, pick your throttle quadrant, or whatever you're using to do it with, and then just adjust the sensitivity of it. Not that one, it'll be under... Oh, don't do that. In here, and then you can go to power management, throttle, and then align it that way around. But we can actually continue that taxi now by arming the speed brakes. Auto brake and go to max, and we'll continue on down. You don't have the tablet. Are you on PC or Xbox? I'm assuming if you are on, if you are using the PC version, that means you must just be using the Asobo default, and that won't have the tablets in. Your best bet, course, Tushy, will be go to the fly-by-wire website and just download their installer, and grab the fly-by-wire mod that we're using here, and that way you get a much better flying experience, and you get all of the updated bits and bobs, and that way you can quite happily calibrate your throttles to the climb detents and Toga Manflex as well. There we go. Let's go and get ourselves lined up. But yeah, the default Asobo one isn't the best. But if you give me a minute, if I can get this to straighten itself up. That's a bit of oversensitivity on my nose wheel steering. Yeah, give me a second. We'll get up in the cruise, or get up off the ground at least, and then we can. And I'll put the link into their website for you. Then you just go and grab that installer, and that way you'll be able to get this mod. It's all completely free. So anyway, just before we go, we got V-Speed 124, 135, climb nav, 1FD2, 5000 magenta. As you can see, that's got a level off just there. We got auto brake, max. We got signs on, cabins advised, spoilers armed, flapstar config 1+F, toga takeoff, ecam memos, takeoff, no blue. So let's go back to Newcastle. There's 50% N1. And we'll give it full throttle. 1, 2, 3 clicks forward. That's Mantoga SRS runway auto thrust armed in blue. There's 80 knots. There's V1. And rotate up we go. Perfect. It's a positive climb. The gear is going up. Nav. And let's just whack that to 3.6. There's lever climb, so 2 clicks back, thrust climb, climb nav. And we'll keep that going up to our cruise level, 360. There we go. And that should keep us there. Alt constraint, 2 at 5,000 feet. And we'll say goodbye to Jersey. Look at that lovely afternoon down there. Where is the airport? See if we can see it. There it is. Awesome. Anyway, there's the S-speed. We'll retract the flaps before we overspeed. And we'll climb on away. Let me remove thrust cam, throttle cam, whatever you want to call it. And what I'll do is, call Slushy, I will just get you the link to this. So if you go, oh, what's happened there? There's 5,000 alt constraint star. If I can find there, where's the chat thing gone? Go here. There we are. That link there in the chat now, that should pop up in a minute. If you head there, download their installer, what you'll get is something that looks a bit like this. This will pop up, and you can see you get the A32NX. You want to install that. I use the experimental version because I think it's quite cool, to be honest. There's obviously the stable and dev version too, but just hit that and then click it. That'll come up purple and saying install. It'll install it into your community folder for you. And then next time you start MSFS, just make sure you select the fly-by-wire simulations A320 and not the default Asobo one. And that way you'll get all this good stuff. So we are Ketic in 4 miles. We should then get up. It should start to climb us out to our cruise level. As we head towards France, obviously. If we head out of here and have a look, we are directly towards... We're going to go over northern France and then make that left turn towards London and then up towards the northeast. Keep an eye, just make sure it does what it should do. No close touch, that's all you need to do. Just make sure you pick the right one. There'll be two. There'll be the default Asobo one, and then there'll be one that says Fly-by-Wire Simulations A320. Just pick that one, and you'll get this. There's first time climb, and away we go. Flight level 360, so we can pull standard. You do just need to bear in mind that if you've got liveries installed for the default Asobo one, then they won't work with the fly-by-wire mod. You'll need to go back across to flightsim.to, for example, for EasyJet. We just search EasyJet. You can see they got Airbus A320neo labelled ones, which is for Asobo, and then fly-by-wire A32NX liveries. So that is what you'll need to download for the liveries to work with the fly-by-wire mod. These ones, if you put in, will not work with it. So yeah, just make sure you select the ones that say fly-by-wire. Cool, there we go. Away we are, whizzing over France. So we can actually get those lights turned off, that light turned off. We'll wait till we're past 10,000 feet and we'll get rid of the landing lights and hopefully the seatbelt sign. Yeah, there's 10,000 feet. Let's get rid of these landing lights and seatbelt sign can come off as well. But guys, thank you for coming along to watch this stream this afternoon. It's been a while since we managed to get a daytime stream in. Normally I'm at work till the evening time, but today work was rather crappy, so I thought, why not hop on for a stream? Just going to disarm those spoilers. If you are watching on YouTube, don't forget to hit the like button if you are enjoying it. If you're not, then well, obviously don't. And hit the subscribe button. You'll get notified next time I go live. And if you want to join the Discord as well, then I do post there every day that we do go flying and are live on either Twitch and or YouTube as well. So if you hit ! Discord in the chat, you should get the link to join our Discord server. And then you can find out all the good stuff about when we go live and what we're flying and what time we're flying as well. So if you don't want to miss the action, you can come and join in. And of course, as always, when we fly MSFS, we are on the North Europe server, so you can come fly along on any of these flights as well. It's quite cool to have followers and subscribers fly along. So if you want to do that, feel free to join any flight you like, any aircraft as well. Am I real? So pilot wise, no, I'm not a. Well, you can take it one of two ways. I can't fly airliners, but I do have a private pilot's license. So, kind of a recreational pilot, shall we say? Yo, ball freak, buddy, welcome along. But yeah, so I do have a pilot's license for like the Cessna, but I just can't. I don't have a license to fly A320s or anything like that, which is a bit of a shame. Just purely because I didn't pass the medical to fly for commercial airlines. Otherwise, I would have done. I passed my PPL, and the whole plan was to go up to be a commercial pilot, but the only reason that I failed the medical was just purely because of my eyesight, which was a bit shitty, to be fair. They have limited, so for my eyesight, I'm not entirely sure how it's worked out, but my prescription in my eyes are -8 and -8.5, and the limit in the UK anyway from the CAA is -5. So I was 3, whatever they call it, 3. I don't know what it's even called anyway. So yeah, anyway, my eyesight was too bad to pass the medical for commercial flying, but they allow me to fly Cessnas quite happily. But then again, that's why I got this sim as well, and so you can fly airliners quite happily in the sim. I don't mind. It's quite good fun, to be honest. It's fun. But yes, otherwise I would have been or hope to have been a real life pilot, yeah. Just gonna go and pop in. It's not a very long flight. Let's go and pop in the top of drop, just for this arrival, just so we don't forget. First bit is going to be Aircore flight level 160, not above and not below. Aircore, we're cruising. What's our cruise level? 366 or 60 miles, isn't it? We need 60 miles from Aircore, and we'll go ahead and put in Golf November Tango 07 for Newcastle, and we'll put in the reciprocal of 07, which will be 248 or 24. It's 24 something. Yeah, 246. That'll be the extended descent line, so we should see top of drop. There it is, and there's that extended descent line just there for us to we'll come off from Aircore Etsis, and then we'll go off and do our own thing into Newcastle. Sorry if I don't really know how to pick the right A380. So you know, when you load up a flight and you go to the world map, and in the top corner it's got the picture of the aircraft that you want. Just on that menu there, if you hit aircraft and go down, it'll have fly-by-wire simulation LEAP A320, and that's the one that you want. It will actually say fly-by-wire. Or if you mean the in the installer, just pick any one of these. Experimental, press install, job done. Then just in that main menu where you pick between the Cessna, between the A320, make sure you get the fly-by-wire one. There we go, got a bit of a tailwind now. And there is the south coast, there's the Isle of Wight. So when you get to this screen here, obviously click that bit at the top there, where this guy's got the diamond aircraft. Click that. You should be able to find the fly-by-wire one. But if you go to the filter, just pick airliners, and it'll probably say 4, and you'll see the 747-800. You'll see the Asobo one, and you should be able to see the fly-by-wire one as well.
Hello, sexy banana. Very good, very nice. Very good, very nice. Hello, Nicki Minaj.
So 283 miles left to run, guys. I'm going to take a quick. I need to nip to the bathroom. I should have gone in that break beforehand, but just give me 2 seconds. I'm just going to nip quickly to the bathroom. I'll be back and I'll be right back with you.
Yo, guys, sorry about that. Yeah, 348, not far to go now. 1,000 feet left to reach our cruise level. And we kind of also go down, we did that, we got the top drop in, good, so let's go and have a quick look at the engine page, see how we're doing.
currently using 2.6 tons to get to our cruise, 1300 in engine. And if we have a look at the bleed page, that's all tickety boot. Pressure, see the VS in the cabin fluctuating as we climb up. The diff is 8.1, altitude in the cabin 6,850 feet. Rather chilly outside, minus 56. And electric page, we've got AC essential, DC essential. Hydraulics are all tickety boot and within their levels. 3,000 psi across all three systems. The fuel, so we took 7 tons, we used 13.5 kilos. So 13.5 plus the 5.6 we got, that takes us to 7. So no fuel leak. APU should obviously be off, which it is. Nice and toasty in the cabin. Doors are still there, no one's trying to jump out. Wheels there, it's 160 degrees in the tyres, rather toasty, but they are still there. Flight controls are doing what they should. System status is normal. We will, however, just go and just turn down the heat in the cabin because it's a bit warm up there, I reckon, for that. Good stuff. Seatbelt signs off, all of that is good. Daryl TV, how to open the window exactly. Exactly, rather toasty. It's a bit toasty in the cabin, that was. Yeah, there you go. You can look out the window, obviously we can't open it. Awesome stuff. Let's have a look at our plane. There it is. There's the Isle of Wight. Looking good. The weather looks good all the way up. Bit of cloud coming over the just ahead of us, but apart from that, it should be a nice arrival into Newcastle. There's no weather up in Newcastle. Let's have a. We can grab this. Let's just have a quick look at the weather. Put that in. We are going to go into runway 07. Let's grab the weather. 184 knots, 18 degrees up here in Newcastle, which is looking out the window. Very nice outside, very nice. Not a cloud in the sky, lovely blue sky as well. So yeah, 18 degrees, light winds from the south at 4 knots once we get back up there shortly. And we're just going to change this because we should be at Mac Alt Cruise, but I don't think it's 340. We're cruising at 36. Just change that. That should say Mac Alt Cruise. There we go. Perfect. And there's our top of descent in about 130, 140 miles. This has worked out quite well. It's got top of drop exactly where we put it in. So what we're going to do, we're going to try and use the VNAV in this. It is, like I said, experimental. It's not the full working VNAV, but it does have top of descent now marked in, which is quite cool. So it reckons our top of descent is in about 20 minutes. 19 minutes to top of descent. And if we have a skip through, flight level 330 by Upton Bartley, we're going to be at 316, rim tow at 298. Gokov 184, and then it reckons Aircore. It's not going to make the restriction. That Amber Star reckons it doesn't think it can make it. But it will make Zodru at 120, which is fine. And then Etsis, it's gone back up to flight level 130 for some reason. So maybe we won't trust that. Speed limit points in 32 minutes. And then it's going to take us down for the centre fix at 6.5. And then after that, it doesn't know what it's doing after that. So we may trust the we may trust the VNAV. We may do it ourselves. I'm not entirely sure what we're going to do yet. But top of descent is exactly where I have planned it, right there. So we'll see. We'll see how we get on shortly. But it is nice to see that it is coming along in here. And it's quite nice to know the top of descent. We can track now 17 minutes to our top of descent. Which is good because I need to leave in about 40 minutes to go down to the school to pick up my boys. So hopefully we'll get straight in. We won't cock anything up, ideally, because if we do, there may be a call from the school saying, where am I? Guys, we're 5 subs away from 200 subs on the channel now on YouTube. So if you are watching and you haven't subscribed, hit that sub button, see if we can get 200 subs by the end of this stream. 200 pretty good considering I only started doing this, well, maybe it's 3 months ago, if that. So yeah, pretty cool. For me, just doing this as a hobby, just when I got in from work, flying along and thinking, well, why not stream it? See if people actually want to watch me attempt to land a plane and do some dodgy stuff. Clearly, almost 200 of you do on YouTube, and we got 130 on Twitch as well. So there's almost 330 people that actually want to have a look, which is very cool. Very cool. So if we do have a quick look at the arrival, now we're coming up close to this, now let's have a quick look what we need to be doing. So, Rimto 1 November is this one. So we're going to come in via Rimto to Gokov. And then we join Gokov up to Urko, Zodru, Etsis, and then see the normal arrival into Newcastle will be out over the North Sea, left hand turn in for runway 25. But today, slightly different. We're going to come off at Etsis and up to the west for runway 07. So we'll go out towards Hexham and then that way in. So this is the plan. So there's the airport. We're going to come up this way towards Stanley and Darras Hall, Wickham. Right hand turn in. Where normally from Etsis, which is here over Spennymoor, we would take a right hand turn up towards the east, over the North Sea, loop and left hand turn and into 25. Just realised you only downloaded the install, that's fine. There we are, call sushi. Yeah, I mean, I use the experimental version, and I think it's there's not much wrong with it all, to be honest. If you want to try that one out, the stable version, obviously with the name stable, is much stabler than the experimental, but the dev version gets all of the latest releases as well. So it's entirely up to you which one you use. And just every time you start every time before you start your sim, just open up that installer and it will tell you each time you open it where it's got install at the minute. That'll say update in orange, and that means there's a new patch come out for the mod. So just run this every time you start or just before you start your sim, and just hit the update button and it'll update it to the latest version for you as well. Very simple, very good to use as well. So we've got 12 minutes. I do like having the countdown at the top of drop. It's much easier than working out the mileage. Yeah, 12 minutes till we start to go down again. You got the expect, yeah. I reckon it's as good as the as any of the other ones. To be fair, I use it all the time, and I've had no issues with it. Everything works. The ILS works fine. The only thing you can't do is RMP, because it doesn't have the final app mode yet. I don't think available in it. And there's obviously no weather radar and no terrain radar that work. But that's the only things that don't work, and that's more of an Asobo thing than fly-by-wire. Fly-by-wire had it working. Asobo changed a couple of things in the in one of their updates, and it caused a bit of an issue with the weather radar and stuff. But that will come, according to fly-by-wire. That will come. That will come back soon. So where are we now? Let's have a quick look on these charts. See how we're doing. We are currently just to north of Cambridge. And if you have a quick look on the fly-by-wire map, you can see that fly-by-wire are actually tracking our flight. There we are, Easy 9 Papa Lima. We are Airbus 320 EasyJet. That's us. Just here. And you can see all the people that are actually using the fly-by-wire mod around the world. Someone's flying it across the Atlantic. But yeah, you can see where all the fly-by-wire A320 Neos are. So these are all obviously MSFS users. Pretty cool. And if you just click on them, you can see where the Air France, is it? Oh no, AFS. And you've got KLM, Speedbird, Canadian, SAS, and then you got whatever these are as well. Pretty cool. So these have actually got the definite leaper to sorry, that's going into Bristol. Not sure why it's not showing ours, but yeah, you can track the all the fly-by-wire users as well. You're curious, how do they test you out? Just the normal way that you do it at a normal opticians or eye doctor. No, it's no different. No different. But what I couldn't work out was well, the logic that went in my brain when they said that I couldn't do it because my eyesight was too bad. That I would be sat no further than I am away from my computer screen right now, looking at these screens, and down here with the McDo and the pedestal and all that kind of stuff, and looking out the window. I mean, yet they let me drive a car quite happily. I can drive, and I'm also a licensed cab driver as well. So, in theory, I've got to pass a Class 1 medical for my local authority to give me my cab license, which includes kind of some of the medical that you need to be a pilot, including the eye test. So yet they let me quite happily carry passengers around for my job, normally day to day. But yeah, or if you're kind of sitting in a plane and looking at just these screens and as much as you can see out of the flight deck window, then I'm not entirely sure what the issue is with my eyesight. Because I asked the question as well when I was there. I said, so what happens if you're flying for an airline, you've got your full license, you know, when you get to kind of 50 or 60, and your eyesight, obviously, as you get older, your eyesight gets worse, doesn't it? So I said, so for those captains and first officers and whatever that are flying currently, as they get older, what happens if they need to get to wear glasses? Then the guy said to me, well, that's perfectly fine. But yet, because I hadn't started and I needed glasses, that's the reason why they wouldn't let me, or wouldn't pass the medical. So had I not worn glasses, then went for it, flown for, 30 years, my eyesight gets worse, I then need to get glasses, then that's perfectly fine. I can continue flying the plane until I retire. So I thought it's a little bit crap, to be honest, that I couldn't start to fly a plane just because I was wearing glasses to begin with. And that's exactly what the medical geezer told me when I went for it, or told me that I wouldn't pass it, because I had a chat with them first. They said always have a chat before you actually pay for your medical, because if you fail, you won't get your money back, obviously. So yeah. I mean, Slushy, it all depends on what your eyesight currently is. I mean, my eyesight, I've worn glasses since I was 4. And I'm now 37, so I've had them 33 years. But yeah, I mean, it all depends on... Are you in the UK as well, or are you elsewhere? Yeah, it all depends on what your aviation authority requires, I guess. But the ones for the CAA. In fact, I can get it. I think I've still got it here somewhere. Let me have a quick look. Before we start this descent in a few miles, let's have a quick look. Let's have a look. Distant vision. That's the US one. US one. Where's the UK one gone? Yeah, there we go. So this is the UK one. UK CAA Class 3 eye screening things. So obviously, are you over 40? No. Do you wear glasses? Yes. Is there a limit on your vision? There is. Which is mine. For the exam. See, easiest for you, more negative than -6. E.g. -6.5. So mine is -8 and -8.5. So, yeah. That was mine. You're in SG, Cortush. Where's SG? Top of drop, 2 minutes, guys. 2 minutes, top of drop. Let's, first restriction is 160. Cool. So 25 minutes till I need to go out. It's going to be a very rush final, this one. Yeah, top of drop there. Here it comes. Let's have a look. So we got less than 7.5 miles. Top of drop. Oh, you're in Singapore. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, like that. I'm not sure what. Obviously, not sure what the Singapore Aviation Authority will require. But yeah, in the UK, it is. That's the reason why I would have not passed mine. Top of descent reached. There it is. It now shows you across the in the PFD as well. It's pretty cool. Let's head down then. Thrust idle descent. Let's try it in. Oh, how cool is that? It's even got the speed bracket, so it will fluctuate the speed between these purple lines to maintain the VDEV profile. So 930 feet high at the minute. So we should watch this just drop. It'll increase the speed. Our vertical speed will also increase to bring that VDEV back back on profile. Just pretty cool. Let's go and put in the destination stuff. Newcastle 19 degrees, QNH 1030. So we've got 19. We'll go in there. 1030. QNH wind is not much, 205 degrees. At 5, and the barrel ref for 07 is 463. That can go in there. So let's keep that VDEV 1860. It's not. I think we'll just go with thrust idle open descent. That'll do it. That'll speed us back up. We're going a bit too slow for that descent. Otherwise, we're going to be too high. And you should see that VDEV coming back now. 2,030 feet, 1990. So that's perfectly fine. For that, it just wasn't going to get us down quick enough. As much as I'd like the VNAV to work in this, it's still not quite happy, shall we say. There we are, 1,300 feet now. Catching back up. $900 feet, 800 feet, so yeah. That should now slack off a little bit, catch the profile back up. Now we've done that. And there's our vertical speed coming back as well. We're going to level off just after Gokov apparently. Not sure how realistic that is. But we can go and have a look in the RadNav now. Let's just double check. India November Charlie 111.5 for the ILS ident. So quick look, 1115 India November Charlie. Keep that progress page open. Let's put in Echo Golf and November Tango, and we'll put in 07, and we'll get the track distance to the runway. 75 miles left to run. Back into my hometown airport. Which, to be fair, I'm sat on the 07 ILS side. That's where my house is. It's just off the ILS for 07. So we should be just coming up to North Yorkshire now. Let's just tidy up these charts a sec. Get rid of that, get rid of that. There you go, you can see we're just on the, just coming past Leeds Bradford now. And up towards Gokov. So Leeds Bradford should be just out the window. Can we see it anywhere? There it is. Directly overhead Leeds Bradford. Still reckons it with 2,500 feet high, which we're not. If it knows this restriction, then we're not 2,500 feet high. No way we can be high. There's Ryanair 2447. Yeah, 36. It's nice of it to be in, but when it doesn't work properly, then it's a bit crap. So Newcastle has a decent sized runway. 2,300 meters, so we can have auto brake low for this one, I reckon. And we're going to vacate a Charlie left hand turn back into the terminal. Normally we land 2.5 and roll to the end off Bravo and straight in, but obviously landing 0.7 at the minute. Have a bit of speed brake out actually just to help with that descent. How do you edit your... Well, I didn't see that bit. Sorry. How do you edit the sensitivity throttled on the iPad again? So, nip into your flypad, go to settings, aircraft sim options, detents, calibrate. So make sure you got reverses on axis and independent axis. They're not ticked. Make sure they're at the right hand side, and just move your thrust levers to whatever you're going to set. So reverse full, click on reverse full, put the levers completely full reverse, and then hit the set from throttle. That'll give you the values. So we're in climb at the minute. See, my climb value between 0.86 and 0.90, so I got 0.2 either way. there's a bit of leeway. My flex goes from 9.5 to 9.9 and Toga goes from 9.5 to 9.1. So just click on each of these, move your throttle levers each way. Make sure you hit both sides, the setter and throttle. And don't forget to hit save and apply at the bottom when you've done it. Otherwise it won't save it. Right, what are we doing here? I'm going to level off just in time. Look at that, perfectly. 160 just by Airco. Next is going to be 1-2, so we're going to keep coming 1-2. There it is. Look at that. You see, so that didn't do it on the way down, did it? So there's Zodru, just after Zodru. It's coming back a little bit. And the VDF's coming back a little bit now. So I'm just going to keep that speed brake out just a little bit, just to help us out in that descent. Cool. Yo, Ray Denko, buddy, how's it going, mate? Welcome along. So I just nudged that down to flight level 90 now for Etsis. It's we're gonna level off just about bang on, I would have thought. So Etsis, we're gonna come off the arrival anyway. We'll pull the heading, and we're gonna have a quick check at the MSA around to make sure within 25 miles of the airport. It's 3,400 anywhere up this western side. So as long as we're not anywhere below 3,400 as we come up towards the ILS, then we should be good. We shouldn't have any issues with that. So there's 2,200 by 8.9 miles. So we'll come down to 3,400, and then make sure we're at 2,200 by at least 9 miles out. Lovely afternoon to go flying. Awesome. So we have 40 miles left. That is actual miles to fly the arrival. We actually only have about 33 miles left to run actually. So it's 32 to the threshold. So we can be at about 10,000 feet. So yeah, 12 3 to 36. We got 31 miles at our current rate of descent. So what we'll do is just keep bringing that down to, let's come down to 5,000 feet. See where that brings the level off. Should move it to somewhere around here, I reckon. Nice view, yeah. Cheers, buddy. Quite a fan of this one, right on the nose as well. That's quite cool. But yeah, looking outside, it's nice afternoon. And if you really wanted a decent shot of the inside, let's have it. You can see the whole. There you go. I find that quite amusing. Not sure why. The fact that the only model bits of the plane are the flight deck, 2 porthole windows, the wings and the landing gear. There's nothing else. And you can see a bit of the rear galley as well. Yeah, it's quite amusing. Imagine having that as the plane set up as if you actually flying it as a passenger, and you can see the whole outside world going on like that. That'd be quite something. Anyway, right, so there's Etsis, and look, see, bang on that profile there. Now there's the green dot. We look on there, 50 feet low. It's coming back. We caught it quite happily. And there's our level off for 5,000 feet. So let's dip that down to 4,000. See where we get to. Yeah, perfect stuff. Perfect stuff. The green dot is your vertical profile, so if you're too high or too low. So you can see that we're now 500 feet low, and it's now gone up there. There you can see it going. So yeah, it's vertical deviation from your profile. So ideally we should be 800 feet higher than what it reckons, but that's completely wrong. We are perfectly perfectly good on what we're doing. 21 miles out, 7,000 feet to go. So 7.3 to 21. So what we'll do is we'll just level off, or straighten up even, and we'll pull the heading and just give ourselves just an extra couple of miles, just to sort ourselves out. Let's just fly heading 310 for now. There's the glide slope coming along, so we can actually arm the localizer and approach phase and AP2 now. And we'll get back on the QNH 1030. There it is. Where's the other side view gone? I've lost it. Oh, look at that. That's quite cool. The airport is somewhere about there. So we could, with this, we can go down to 3,000, say 500 feet for now. And we can do that bit with a VS. Just pull that and we'll just go back a little bit. And hopefully that should level that off. Should move it forward just a little bit. There it is. To be fair, we can keep that going back. We don't need to be going down that fast. Just try 1,000 feet per minute, see where that puts us. I ideally want to be at 3,500 feet, the closest as we can to this that blue dash line. Is what I'm trying to get at. But we're on the glide slope there now. Just going slightly below us now. We're just a little bit high. But yeah, MSA here is 3,000. Not that one. That one. 3,400. So as long as we stay above that, well, 3,500, just fine. So we've got 8 minutes till I need to go out. It's the likelihood of us landing in 8 minutes. Got 14 miles left to go. We could just do it. I may have to say a very rushed final piece before I do actually need to run off and get my boys from school. So, however, we'll get the landing. We'll get the auto brake set so we can do that kind of stuff. Auto brake. Let's just have medium anyway. Let's just do a bit more VS. So 2,200 feet is the platform altitude. Let's just whiz that to 600 feet per minute. Let's jump forward a bit more. It's quite cool. Then from there we can just turn for the ILS. In fact, we can start that turn now. To be fair, we're just gonna start heading 340 roughly. And let's go and activate the approach phase. and get back to our green dot speed, which is not far to go. It's about 210 knots. And then by 8 miles, 2,200 feet is what we're looking for. Let's just start going back now towards the airport. We can have flap 1. And let's start bringing that height down, 2,200. There it is. Keep coming around now. We're flap 1, 12.3 miles out. Now reckons it was 600 feet high. However, there's Lockstar. So we've done our stuff there, Lockstar. We are flap 1, which is good. We've got auto brake set. Let's just get rid of the speed brake now. We don't need that. We can arm the spoilers. And yeah, there we are. There's the airport. Dead ahead, 10 miles. There's the localizer coming in. Bang on profile now. There's the green dot. So just for a bit of context, when I say that I live in Newcastle by the airport, as we're coming now, I live just here, literally on the ILS for 07, just at Darras Hall, right there. So to go plane spotting, I can just go into my back garden. Let's have flap 2. We'll ding the cabin. We haven't got the lights on, have we? That's a bit dodgy. Cool, there we are. Lights on, everything is good. Not sure what that was doing. And now we just need to land the plane. Let's get the music off, and we'll increase the sim volume. There it is. 6.8 miles. We'll have flap 3. We'll get the gear down. There's a glide slope coming to say hello. Glide slope start. We should have two whites, 2 reds on the puppies as well. Which is good. And we'll take flat full. And let me get my feet under the pedals. What's the go around altitude just quickly? 2,500. Just whiz that back up there. That is set, so we can do the go around. Hopefully we don't need to do that because I haven't got time. And feet under the pedals. Here we go. Let's get ourselves back on the ground. 2 hours and 47 minutes since we pushed back originally in Newcastle. We are making our approach back in. Wind 6 knots from the right. There might just be a little bit of left rudder as we come down, but apart from that, we're looking pretty good. So landing gear is down, signs are on, cabins are ready, spoilers are armed, flaps are full, medium auto brake, eco memos landing no blue. So we should in a minute cross. There's the main highway that runs just this side of the ILS. So you look, you're about 300 feet, 200 feet above cars as you come into land. Just over here. There, we're just gonna cross it now.
Above.
It's quite cool.
Minimum.
Minimums continue.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard.
There's the flare.
5.
And there's touchdown. Guys, welcome back to Newcastle. We've got reverse is green and we got decel. Reverse idle, auto brake can come off. And we should make this exit quite happily. There we go. Welcome back. So that's the return trip from Newcastle down to Jersey and obviously back again. And there we are. Welcome back to Newcastle. So we'll take this exit and we'll take the next left and taxi on up to the terminal, guys. There we are. Just slow it down a smidge. We'll stop there, we'll get the APU up and running and we'll get some lights off. That's a taxi and that can come off. APU and APU bleed is on and we'll retract the spoilers and we'll disarm the retract the flaps, disarm the spoilers. And let's go. Good landing was it? I didn't see what kind of rate was that. Anything decent? It felt like a float, to be fair. It was yeah, there we go. What time we are? Oh, 2:31. Right, I need to I am going to put a little bit more power onto this taxi because like I said, I do need to go out. So this could be a very fast taxi in. Past the fire station. 62 knot taxi is not what you should be doing, but like I said, I need to unfortunately need to head out. That was definitely a bit fast. There's a VOR. How cool is that? VOR plugged on the airport. In case you wanted to, or in case you got lost, you can tune up that VOR. Let's go back on the stand that we started at, which was just over here, where that blue tug is on the left-hand side. We'll just slow down a bit now. Let's go and take this stand number 9. There it is. Perfect. Look at that. But guys, thank you ever so much for watching and listening to me waffle on for the last 3 hours. Thank you for the new subs on YouTube as well, and for all of you that have stuck around from the beginning. This morning, we'll stop there. We'll set the parking brake, and what we'll do is we will do the proper cleanup. So engine number 2 off, engine number 1 off, and we can get these lights turned off. Off, and that is off. Seatbelt sign can come off as well, and we'll quickly run and not run, but we'll open up the doors. Jetway forward doors. There we go. That is now coming. But guys, thank you ever so much for coming along on this return EasyJet flight down from Newcastle to Jersey, and obviously back again. And like I said, for those of you that have stuck around, for those new subs onto YouTube and Twitch as well, thank you ever so much for coming and watching. Guys, I'm going to have to leave that there, like I said, dash and get my boys from school. So I will see you on the live stream very, very soon. More than likely tomorrow evening. So if you are knocking around, join the Discord, or watch out for any notifications that pop up. They will tell you what time we are flying, where we're flying, and what we're flying. But guys, for now, enjoy the rest of your Wednesday afternoon, or evening, or morning, wherever in the world you're watching. Take care, and I will see you all very, very soon.